Alrighty, so I just wanted to show, just quickly show this little preset that I made for my patrons over on Patreon. One of the things I was trying to do was build an additive synthesizer, and I was just testing out ideas. I'm still trying to build an additive synthesizer. This helped me figure some stuff out. This was basically just like a test, and it was basically it's not really an additive synthesizer, and it's not really that good, but yeah, it's actually kind of fun to play with. So I wanted to kind of make a video about it, showing you it's kind of worth going into the grid and kind of putting a load of things together and just setting up a little interface for it to use as a synth, because it kind of can take you in directions you wouldn't necessarily go otherwise. So I do kind of recommend maybe even just setting up, you know, a wavetable oscillator with some pre-activated phase distortions and stuff on it, and just using that as a synth and modulating different stuff on it. So you can have like a really simple interface and yeah, do something cool. So I'll just show this off first. Basically, this is an additive synth. It has different things you can do with the partials. So it's got a spectral detune here. That kind of works weird because I was trying to figure something out while I was making it, and then I kind of liked the weird way it sounded, so I left it like that. Then it's pretty cool on low notes. So then I've got this spectral filter. So this is basically just changing the partials around. And then I got a spectral shaper here. It's like wave shaping on the individual partials. Then I got a modulation oscillator here. This is just bringing in this wavetable oscillator, and I've got a spectral noise, which just brings in loads of different partials in a sort of noisy way. Then the idea here is that you do like some basic additive stuff. So let's turn up this spectral filter and add a bit of spectral shape in here, and maybe some spectral detune. Let's bring in a little bit of the mod oscillator. And then you mess about with, let's pull the release down. And then you mess about with the phase distortion modes here. Let's pull down that detune. You can get cool squelchy additive sounds. Anyway, it's kind of cool. There's a couple other things here. So it's just a regular filter as well. And this is just the modulation oscillator, so this will modulate the additive oscillator. This is just like a utility ADSR that you can map wherever you want to map. And then this is just the regular ADSR as well. So you can use this to make basses and stuff, like it makes cool squelchy bass things. And you can also use it to make pads and stuff. It's actually surprisingly good for that. So let's make a little pad here. Let's pull the octave up here, and let's bring that up and bring up the release. So at the time that I made this, I wasn't really sure of a good way to like do additive unison, so I was just using the voice stacking to do that. So let's do that. I've since figured out actually quite a cool way to do that, which I'm hoping will be in the next, I suppose, version of this, but it'll just be kind of a separate thing. So I'm just gonna spread out the pan here with the voice stacking, and then probably bring in some of the spectral detune. let's just pull in a chord progression from one of the clips. One of the clips here. I like the Star Mech one. This is the one I always use when I'm trying to make pads. So let's bring that in there. Maybe let's actually bring that an octave down. Or maybe let's not. Let's actually just leave it at the octave it was at. I'll bring the bass notes an octave down. So it kind of takes you in a different direction than you would go with one of the internal synths. Let's mess about with some of these parameters here. So let's use our filter LFO here to do some stuff. So that's already kind of weird. And let's put some delay and reverb on this. So yeah, that's kind of weird. Anyway, the point of this was just to show you, you should just do some sort of weird stuff. Like set up, I don't know, maybe set up a couple of wavetable oscillators and do some like phase bending stuff on them. And just set up a little interface here that you can sort of easily modulate, because it would just sort of take you in a different direction than you might go with one of the internal synths. So let's bring in an LFO here, and an LOF. No, an LFO. And now we can just start modulating a bunch of this spectral stuff here. So I would never come up with a sound like this if I was just using phase 4 or something like that. Maybe that's for the best, but who knows. Anyway, that was just a quick little thing to show you this. This is available for all of my patrons on any tier. There will be a video for my higher tier patrons on how I actually made this. Just a brief synopsis of how I made it. I'm actually thinking I'll probably just rebuild something like this from scratch in a video to show off better how to do something like that. So anyway, I appreciate your time. Hopefully that's given you an idea of something cool you can do yourself in the grid that will just give you another little device. So thanks very much.